So do people remember, we know who RFK Jr. is, but the one next to him, Dr. Robert Malone. So, all right, Dr. Robert Malone has always just, something's not right. Yeah, I know. He's another one people will worship. Maybe not as much as RFK and Elon, but I've seen the worshiping go on. But, he was the father of the mRNA vaccines and then became like a whistleblower. Then went on all these podcasts, and it just, something was just not right. My gut told me, yeah, it was a bullshitter. So then I saw him, I would say it was no more than like 3 months ago. I forget what YouTube channel it was on, and he was doing an interview. Maybe it was Jimmy Dore's podcast, possibly. And he had said, I forget what they were, saying, and he's like, I shouldn't say any more just because of possible future employment in the government. I thought, wow, the arrogance. But then, if RFK Jr. gets in, well, then, he'll get in. Yeah, so I think Donald Trump knows who these people are. Donald Trump does not strike me as somebody who wants people to fuck with him. Let's put it just really simple. So that said, so while everyone, so this is the reason I worry, because the other side, okay, and many of these people that you think are on your side, they're really, they work for the other side. And there was a book, I guess Jack Posobiec put out, and somebody else here. Let me show you the cover. It's called The Unhumans. Yeah, The Unhumans. That's pretty much what they are. And the reason they say that is because they're just nihilists. They just want to destroy everything, including themselves. That shouldn't be like just the perfect poster child. There's so many poster childs of this, but the Bill Ayers and Bernadine Dorn. They're a perfect example of that. We have to destroy America at any cost. That's all that matters. We don't even know what we're doing, but that side carries on and whines and complains, okay, about how, we care about the vulnerable and we care about disparities. If I have to listen to healthcare talk, American Nurses Association, CDC, any of these damn stupid agencies carry on about health disparities, I'm going to about vomit, because you people care the least about the vulnerable. You do. So one of the things this book talks about is how, that conservatives whine, and it's like, yeah, no, back that train way up there, Jack Posobiec. Conservatives you can't call conservatives whiners. No, because we didn't say anything for years. We usually just blow that lunatic side off. Because we know they're crazy. It's no point in arguing with them. They're out of their minds, okay? So then when we realized that this was, what was happening was way worse than we imagined, then conservatives, got on and started speaking up. I wouldn't call that whining. But their point in this is that, they don't care that you call them as hypocrites. They don't care. That's all right. I'm still going to call them hypocrites. I'm still going to call them out. I'm still going to shame all of them because they should be shamed. They actually advocate that, though, in this book, that should happen. I think their point is that conservatives get lost in the fact that they think, how can these people not see their own hypocrisy? And what their point is they don't care. And they don't, because they don't care about human beings. They just use them. They just use them for their ideology. And I've seen that. So one of the things they say in here is that, you have to change the institutions from within. Yeah, no, long before you wrote this book, guys, look, I tried that in nursing. That's a lost cause there. Because it's too infiltrated. It's too infiltrated. The hospitals, they want the corrupt people. They want the liars. They want the dirt bags, even if they're nurses. They do. They do, because then that's somebody that will lie for them. If they get somebody that actually stands up for the right thing, forget it. You're not going to be able to change that until American Nurses Association goes down, until all of them go down, till they're no longer given a seat at the table, till Washington stops listening to their lobbyists. And RFK isn't going to do anything about that shit. He's not. I don't care what anybody. RFK is going to keep most of this shit in place. That's my belief. Because that's what he wants to do. He'll get rid of some things here and there. It's not like getting rid of agencies. And when he's talking about, I'm going to work with 80,000 people at HHS, it's like, no, you really should be saying I'm going to get rid of a lot of you people. Because the whole system is diseased. So you can't change it from the inside. I mean, I guess if you're at that high of level, but like look at the sickening blue governors. I guess there's only one Democrat governor that's not going along with the other ones, where they're going to put up this resistance against Trump, like Pritzker, where I live. It's like, Pritzker, you're such a jackass. I mean, not that we didn't already know that, but the fact is that what you and Newsom and all of you Democrat governors are showing is that you disrespect our Constitution, you dirtbags. But they don't care. So, they don't, because they're like the unhumans. All that matters to them is their nihilistic quest, their globalist quest. And, at this point, it's, they want to save themselves from, really going to jail, because many of them should. Because of the crap they've pulled. But, they're putting up this resistance, trying to let the community know that they're somehow on the right side of things, and they're going to resist Trump. And it's like, yeah, you people you're out of your mind. But let them do that. They're digging their holes even deeper, in my opinion. But you can't, there's no changing it from the inside. The whole system, it needs an enema. It needs an enema and a flushing of all these agencies, of all of it. All these people, they're just too comfortable. I've seen it, you see, everybody sees it in their own profession, no matter what you do. The people that, it's just a job, I just get a paycheck here. And I get it to a certain extent, But when you're working in like healthcare, and it's like you want to help people, and you realize the very system you're up against doesn't want to help people, then, what can you do? And I'm not trying to sound like, powerless here. That's the reason I started making videos. So all I have is my voice, and yet that's why they're trying to silence me. I just think that all of that is going to come back on all of them. I know many people don't understand probably why I say what I say about like Charlie Kirk. It's because, some of these people that have big platforms, instead of all just promoting each other, the other big platforms, they could have been helped. All of these people, if they were true blue loving Americans, they would have been helping you and me, the people that are silenced, the American people that are trying to speak up. None of them ever do. None of them ever do they? No, because they're about, they'll act like, this person Steve Bannon will bring on, or whoever, but it's somebody that's sort of handpicked. And whenever they have ties to a big organization, whether it's on the left or the right, then I'm like, yeah, no, this isn't good. Because then that organization has enough power, like Charlie Kirk being with the Council on National Policy. That's what gave him the power to go and be able to talk to the bigwigs at TikTok and make sure he got 60 million views. But it stepped all over the average American. TikTok was the one place the average American was able to really be heard. And in my opinion, it was after he did that. And then he brags about it. So many of these people, I don't think themselves do any self-reflecting. They just say that they're on Trump's side, but they still want to stay in the driver's seat and control it, whether on the left or the right. So all we have is our voice. That's why the First Amendment is the most important, is because you can't let them take your voice. And God willing, every single one of them that did this will pay the price for it.